What's up everyone? Welcome back to One Strange Adventure. Welcome to the next video and welcome to TireMinder. Yeah, Mike over at Innovation Tire actually sent us this. We do have a TPMS system already. It's the TST system. We've used that for about almost 2 years now since we bought the rig. It's been a pretty good system. There are some pros and cons with it. I'm really excited to try this one out. I've heard such great things about TireMinder, so let's jump into installing these bad boys. Before we get this video started, I just want to say thank you to our patrons.
Yes, because you guys are awesome and thank you so much for your support.
All right, let's get the video started. One more thing, Mike, thank you so much for sending us the system. It is the i10-6. It does have 6 valves because we have 6 tires for our toy hauler. If you are interested in purchasing this, I think it's around $329 right now. Strange 25 will get you $25 off of it. Again, this is a sponsored video, but we're going to do a honest review of this and see how it compares. So if you've never seen the TST, this is it right here. It does have the pass-through valves on it right now, which have been good. It makes it a little bit easier to actually put air in these, but it's only because they have a locking nut on the back side of them, so it makes it really difficult to just pop off for the sake of airing them up. We're going to see how TireMinder kind of stacks up to that since I don't have the pass-through valves. Now this is a pretty good system and it's worked really well for us. The one thing I will say is that you can't see the tire pressure of all tires at one time. It has to kind of like cycle through, and it gives you tire by tire by tire. Of course it will pop over to that tire if it's experiencing like low pressure or high temps or something like that, but for the sake of being able to see everything at one time, like a dashboard view, this just doesn't do it. But from what I understand, the TireMinder does. So I haven't even taken that thing out of the box yet. So we're gonna unbox it. We're gonna see what it's like to install those, and then power it up and see just how easy it is to actually use. While this one is actually turning on, it did have a low battery on one of the valves. And if it has a low battery, it will go off just as if you have air leaking as you're going down the road, which is, it's nice that it alerts you, but it's also kind of startling the first time you hear it as you're going down the road. All right, so as I was setting up for the next shot, this thing started going off. This is what you hear when you're going down the road and when your tire, like even if the battery is just low, or say you do start to lose pressure in one of the tires, this is what it's going to sound like. Tire safety, of course, is very important anytime you're in an RV, because you just don't know. And with 6 tires back here, one of these things, they run at 125 psi. So if one of these things blow, it definitely causes some damage. There's a lot of pressure in those tires. So you want to make sure that you are staying kind of proactive in understanding tire safety, and having a TPMS system definitely helps with that. All right, let's open this up and see what comes in this package. So you got the display itself. I have to say is a lot smaller than the TST. So pretty nice. Take up less of your windshield if you have it in there. A fancy little package. You got instructions, you got your batteries, which is nice. Came with 12 batteries. I've got 6, so they give you extras. That's awesome. Got the little tool to put them on. And then you have the sensors itself, and this really nice sticker. Yeah, that's pretty nice. But the sensors are just these little caps. All right, and then finally, this should be the signal booster. And And what you do with that is you actually put it connected to your battery, like in front compartment or something like that, and that allows, basically it repeats the signal so that your display in your truck has a strong connection to the sensors back, 30 feet behind you. You have the car charger itself, and then you have the window mount suction cup, so you can actually have it in the truck with you. And up in the window or up on, pretty much anything that's glass. It doesn't have to be a window. Okay, so now reading the instructions, basically it's saying you need to install the booster first to make sure you do that. I'll say that I guess the one thing I wish it came with was some 3M like adhesive, so that I could stick it up in the compartment and not necessarily have to screw it to something. So I'll find some adhesive because I don't want to screw it into anything in there. Now this is a big difference. The TST comes with like hoops where you have to actually connect it to the battery. I do like that it has these little claws, the little gator mouth style. And what that does is it allows for much easier installation, a lot easier to take it out if you need to. Because one of the things, you don't necessarily need this all the time if you're going to be stationary. So it's nice to be able to kind of disconnect it and not have something, something else on your battery. Even though it may not be actually drawing at the time, it is one more connection to your battery. So I do like the style that it comes with. I just wish it had some 3M so I could just peel it off and stick it up in there and not have to worry about it. All right, so I'm up in the front bay. I'm going to connect it to one of the things that's already connected to the battery itself. I have my Lynx distributor that I can plug it up there. For the sake of today's video, I'll just kind of temporarily put it in, and then I'll come back and I'll do some work to kind of mount it in its forever home, because I do need some 3M adhesive to put it up there. But for today, we're going to just use it. We're going to put an easy mount for the video. First thing we're going to do is we're going to shut power to all of this. So I got my trusty on-off switch, which makes things a lot easier. We will go ahead and mount these. So if you haven't seen this before, this is a Lynx distributor. It's basically a really nice bus bar. Basically what it boils down to. All right, now you can see we got power. Got the wires right here. I think I'm just going to end up mounting it like right here. Fan to the inverter just kicked on. I think I'm just going to end up mounting it like right in here. Alright, so that one's done. Step number 1, get the booster in. Step 2, install the batteries into the sensors. So we're going to take the batteries that it came with. It did come with 12, which is awesome that it gave you spares. And we're going to install them into each of these little sensors. Now, the way to do that is that this little black cap right here actually just comes off and you insert it. And you're going to insert the battery with that big flat side up. Just slides right in like that. Cap goes right back on. Simple. So I'm going to do that 5 more times. Okay, so now I have put the batteries in all of the transmitters, and now we get to install them and program it. So let's see how easy this part is. I will tell you, with this one, it was a little bit more of a challenge. I'm interested to see how much easier these are, because I have a few folks that have claimed that it's much easier. So let's test that theory. This is actually a little complicated, so I'm going to break this down. You hit this plus button until you find the tire position you want to program. For my instance, I'm going to program the rear right tire. All right, then you're going to hit set, and it's going to blink. Bring your sensor up to it and hit go. Now what that has done is it has actually taken the code off of this and programmed it in here. So you see 39268A. You may not be able to see that on camera, but and then after it starts blinking with the code, you hit set again. And what that does is it will basically program this sensor to that tire position. And you have to do that for all 4 tires or all 6, depending on what you have. All right, so the instructions say next thing to do, you got to peel off this pretty little sticker and turn on the little monitor. This is pretty cool. I like how little it is. Little monitor, that is on now. You should see it say monitoring in the center of this display. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it does say monitoring. And what that means is it is looking for sensors, but we haven't actually set up the sensors yet, so we're going to do that now. We have to change it over from monitoring to learning mode. You see there's some buttons right here on the top. What you're going to do is you're going to hold the left and right arrow for 5 seconds. And now it's in learning mode. So there's the old sensor. So what I'm doing now is it came with these nuts that go on the valve stem before the sensor does. And then you get this little handy dandy tool that will just tighten the nut up to the sensor itself. And what it says is once you've found the tire position, you can kind of tap through and find which tire position you want. And once you have found that, and it's in learning mode, all you do is put it on, and it's within 15 seconds it's supposed to find the sensor. So we're going to go ahead and just install that and see if it starts to transmit. That was incredibly fast. Wow, it already says 123 PSI. That's insane. That was so much easier. All right, so now I'm going to take this little tool that they gave me and tighten it up to... That was way faster. Oh, that was cool. All right, next tire. All right, so now I'm going to just tab over to the next tire position. So we're still on the same side, so I'm just going to go 1 down. I'm going to screw that on. It's already there. That is incredible. Now I'll just tighten this up to the back side. That is absolutely incredible. And tab down to the next one. It's that fast. All 3 of those done already. Like, it took me, if I wasn't recording, maybe 15 minutes to do this. Now I do need to go and do the other side, but for the sake of the video, it's just repeating the same thing I just did here and moving it over, you know, changing the tire position. So that was incredibly easy. If you're looking for something that's obviously has a lot of value, making sure that you're able to monitor the temperature and the pressure of your tires, and you want it to be easy, TireMinder. Like this was really good. All right, now that that's done, all you do is the same thing. You hold the left and right buttons for 15 seconds and it puts it back into the monitoring and you are done. I actually have a tire that's low. Look, 78 on one side, 123 to 125 on the rest of them. Got one at 78. We've got to check and see what's going on there. All right, well that does it for today's video. TireMinder, thank you again so much, Mike, for sending me this system. I gotta say, that was the easiest setup that I have done. Like, I wish everything, when you worked on an RV, I wish everything went that easy. That installation was super simple. So if you're looking for something that can add a lot of value, super simple to set up, and just protects you and your family going down the road, definitely consider TireMinder. Go to innovationtires.com. Check out this system. It is the i10-6. I have 6 of them. They're not pass-through. They're just screw-on caps. Pretty easy to get off if I need to. Yeah, I think it runs for $329 right now. Strange 25 coupon code. Give you $25 off at checkout. So thank you again so much. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, make sure you subscribe. Till the next strange adventure, keep making your own.